welcome to another video on Bamboo Homestead by me, Belinda Zog. Today we're gonna chat about our broccolis that are all bolting. So we have like about 20 broccolis probably, broccolis and cauliflowers, and so far we haven't gotten one. It might be not enough watering because we haven't had any rain probably in 2 months. We had like 2 sort of sprinkles. Actually last night made it 3, but it's not much. Doesn't really wet the soil too much underneath the wood chip. And then it might be not fertilizing it enough, even though we have started it now, but maybe it was too late. Made nettle tea and bought some seaweed fertilizer that's good for all the broccoli family, brassicas. So he's just picking some flowers there. It's bolted, so it's not going to make a broccoli, it's just going to go straight for seeds. But you can still eat them. The flowers and everything is not poisonous, or you can eat the leaves. And yeah, so maybe it's not enough watering, not consistent watering, not enough fertilization, or maybe even being too hot, because our climate is quite hot even in winter. Who knows, we're still trying to figure it out, but I'll show them to you now, how they look like now. We got one little tiny cauliflower, and I'm not sure if that's going to turn into a beautiful cauliflower or if it's also just going to bolt. Das ist bok choy, und das ist auch bok choy. Even from the bok choys you can eat the leaves, and obviously the leaves, but also the flowers you could eat. But yeah, so we got here our first cauliflower. This is going to be a purple cauliflower. You can see it on the leaves there, but so far it hasn't done anything. We might just have to wait a bit more. And we got a few here. That's a broccoli or romanesco, another cauliflower. They might be too close into rocket. This is all rocket down here, so they might not have enough space. That might be the problem with this one. Then this huge one has bolted already as well. It made little florets like this that we eat as well. Or sometimes I wrap them into meat, mince meat, and bake it with tomato on top. That's pretty yummy. Meat, did you say that? Meat? Then we got a few little ones here. They might not be strong enough seeds right there. Also maybe too crowded in, because those kales have done really well. So we got plenty of kales, as you can see here. Then we got another little tiny cauliflower, another broccoli romanesco thing, and over there the same. So they're just really picky plants, like it's crazy how picky they are. More broccolis, they're right there, and more kales. And maybe also here they're a bit too tight because the broccoli is such a big plant. Next garden bed over here, there's this little one. Obviously, oh yeah, they have a few eggs on the bottom, that's why the leaves get eaten as well. That's the other problem sometimes. The caterpillars lay eggs on them, and then you have to spray them with neem oil or BT spray dipple. So that looks good to me. That's still low on the floor. That might make a broccoli head. We've got more broccolis there. This one is obviously trashed, maybe by chickens. Nah, look, you can see a huge one there. Now it's really not that much of a season anymore for these, but they still manage to get on the leaf sometimes. It's not crazy anymore, so they still survive. That's gonna be chicken food now. But yeah, like this, you can see the plant doesn't have much survival anymore if it's getting eaten that hard, if it's still little. If it's this big, it could probably survive, but yeah. Here we got a few broccolis right there, and at the back, those ones here. They're just too little for now. Maybe the soil isn't perfect yet because it's quite a new garden bed. More little ones right there. We should weed around them at some point. But yeah, it's just probably doesn't like the soil or something. There we got some more there. More purple cauliflowers at the back. 2 there, 1 there. So we really went all out this winter. And this is my favourite garden bed here, or second favourite rather. but with all the broccolis romanescos. They've done really well, but I think still they're quite long sort of stems. A few try to curl up now right over there. He might head up at some point because he's got quite a lot of space there and doesn't just go straight up to bolting. But yeah, I'm new to this, fairly new to this, so we will see. I'll give you an update later. Yeah, even there it's still no romanesco yet. But we might be lucky because we get still another few months of cool weather before sort of hot spring and summer hits. Here we got more broccoli romanesco thing, already straight up bolted, the back bolted. Then I got also from the brassica families kohlrabi. This is kohlrabi. This is growing really well in Switzerland that I know of, but here I feel like it's maybe still too hot because it should make a little bulb underneath, and it just does a little stem and doesn't bulb up at the bottom. That's what you actually want to eat with kohlrabi. But you can eat the leaves as well, they're pretty yummy, but as you see, we got enough leaves. I want the actual vegetable. And then let's do the walk here quickly. This is also cauliflower, not cauliflower, sorry, romanesco. This is also still little, so it's not mature yet to actually make a broccoli. This one I'm not sure if it's bolting, it looks like to me, because it's quite obvious that there is a little tiny broccoli coming up, so it's just gonna go long and produces those flowers like over there. Yeah, usually you can't see the broccoli really well, you have to like look in there, and then sometimes there is the broccoli. Yeah, another broccoli. There's a beautiful bok choy. Bok choy do really well here somehow. Another kohlrabi, which is also doesn't really do too much. Another bolted broccoli. Cauliflower, purple cauliflower, nothing there yet. Purple cauliflower, kohlrabi, romanesco. That I think is also kohlrabi. Yeah, here it's also, there is two right next to each other, so that doesn't have too much space. Should have weeded it out. And then we quickly go to our greenhouse, or shade house rather. We decided to do a few here, a few broccolis, because those butterflies and the caterpillars, they really destroyed at the beginning, so this is really netted nicely. So we decided to put a few in here so they don't... No, Sila. Ja, is een bloemenkool. Yeah, that's our only cauliflower, and not a mouse is eating, but our kid is destroying it. Gal, monkey, Sila. No touching. Gal? Just watching. No me luoge mit auge. Yeah, so that's why we decided to put it in here, but obviously they don't have as much root space as they would if you put them in the ground. So they've all bolted pretty much. Bolted, we ate the tops already, bolted, we could eat the top. Over here they're starting to bolt, long stemmy thing. Yeah, and here they're already bolting and making seeds, producing seeds, but it's also annoying because we would have to hand pollinate because the bees obviously don't get in here. So that's a bit of a loss, but oh well, we learn for next time. Shade house is also not that great for broccolis because they're big plants and they need lots and lots of root space. So yeah, here more 3 in 1 pot, might also not be the best, probably 1 would have been enough. Oh well. But yeah, as you see, we're not giving up. This is our second winter. We've dug a few more garden beds this year, so the soil is, yeah, fairly average. I mean, they still grow and it's good. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just so many errors, learning errors, and hopefully in a few years we get our perfect broccoli. I'm still crossing my fingers. I'm not giving up. And yeah, we're not we're not too sad because also we can still get more seeds this year. So if they're bolting, we're gonna get strong, good seeds from the best sort of big plant. So for next year, the seeds are actually more used to our climate rather than from another climate. They get every year sort of they get stronger if you plant in the same region. So yeah, hopefully we get some good seeds for next year. And also remember, if you leave your seeds on there, don't leave them on too long because otherwise the birds gonna eat them. That's what happened last year. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you next week on Sunday. I will post hopefully another video. Say bye bye.
No.
See you next week.
What's this one? What do we call this one?
Do.
Didgeridoo.